So it was kind of interesting, but you know as well as I do that you can get into a lot of trouble in property management pretty quickly if you don't know what you're doing. And you guys all know what you're doing. You're part of NARPM. You want to excel, you want to grow, you want to know what you should know, and you probably all think, like I have in the past, that you know what you're doing and your way is the best way, and it's kept you out of trouble so far, right? What I'm going to ask for you to do is, instead of putting yourself back in the box, what I do with the realtors is try and put them back in the box, put thinking outside. Actually, I'm going to ask you to keep an open mind today and think of ways that you can change or grow in your portfolio and your property management company. So, we are going to go into this, and I have found, after teaching many classes, that the best way to learn is by doing, right? You guys know by doing, right? You probably got thrown in front of a computer and a phone and said, good luck. So right now, I need a volunteer. Just one. Anybody will do. There we go. Okay, we've got one in the back. All right, so see where you're at. Hopefully you have a pretty good memory, right? No. At least you admit it. Are you a property manager right now? Assistant. Okay. Well, so you probably do more than the property manager. Maybe not. Okay. So what I'm going to need is, actually, you have now volunteered your whole row. So how many people you got on your row? Oh, good. Okay. So thank you for also being voluntold. You're going to be voluntold. All right. So you guys are actually going to be our portfolio property managers. Okay. So you are independent. You're independent thinkers back there. Okay. So I'm going to have you remember these few words. You don't have to do anything. You just have to remember them. And no writing them down, okay? You gotta keep it in your head, because that's what most of us do. Good luck. You take a picture. You just can't cheat off of it later. I promise there's a method to the madness. But don't we all have to not only remember these words, and we also have to do them all the time, over and over, for all of our properties in the entire company. All of your balls, you're juggling them all the time. Doing these things and probably many more. I was being kind by only putting this amount. And yeah, we have some computer systems and, like we learned just after lunch, AI and stuff like that. But basically, a lot of this is just your own know-how and your knowledge and experience. So you're doing this. Oh my goodness, you're over 40 and a little fluffy like I am. That's a little hard to look at the Megatron up there, but that's fine. Whatever. All right, so after you remember these, now, I need to have another set of volunteers. We need to have some pods, okay? So our pods are actually going to work together. So I need another volunteer. Hopefully with more than a couple people on there over here. Okay, oh, you got the wrong one. Okay, y'all get to work together. So what I would like is for this row, any way that you communicate and figure it out, who takes the lead, doesn't matter, you are all going to remember a portion of this. So y'all need to figure out, what's that? It's up to you guys. Y'all have to communicate, okay? So you're gonna need to communicate excessively. Hopefully somebody's gonna take the lead and hopefully the rest of y'all figure it out. But y'all just have to figure out these words and who's responsible to say which words and remember them, okay? All right, now I need another 7 rows, and y'all over here have not volunteered for nothing, so guess what? You're up. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and say your leasing and showings, your maintenance and inspections.
I want a county.
You're over here. You're a pod. Over here, we're going to have accounting, owner relations. Over here, we're going to have tenant relations. This is my husband, by the way. He knew he was going to get voluntold at some point. All right. Over here, marketing and advertising. And you are our business development manager. Okay? These are the words I need you guys to remember. Okay? I just set up 3 whole companies.
Nah.
I'm so proud of myself. I need to get my mug off that Megatron. Good. All right, so what are the 7 job titles up there. And let's go ahead and hear from back there. Yeah, it's off the screen now. Awesome. That was actually really good. That was actually really good. Same thing over here. No, man, you got your own portfolio. It's your problem. He did his 100 and so properties. Y'all are the pods. You might not even come in the office.
Owner and tenant relationships, specialist maintenance, business manager, management, business development, and accounting.
There we go. Very good job. Did you see how difficult it is to work like that? Can you imagine trying to figure out who is at what point and going through 100 different properties and trying to figure that out all the time? Now, what if you want to grow and double your portfolio? What if I gave you 14 words instead? Hard, right? 14 different departments, and it'll happen. If you have that many balls that you're juggling up in the air, that's exactly what happens. All right, now let's go over our pod base. Y'all figured yourselves out? All right, let's see how